There we go. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Happy Thursday.
How's everybody doing? Let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. Looks like everything should be running. YouTube should be up and running. Facebook is up and running.
We are doing good.
We got Aniston with us.
She wanted to join today.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit of a short show today. Nikki and Chris and Aniston need to take off for, class picnic?
Yes.
End of the year picnic for Adley?
End of the year picnic at Adley's school. So we have to be there at 11 o'clock to have a nice little picnic. So hopefully the weather plays nice.
Yeah, it's kind of gray and rainy.
Yeah, we brought a couple blankets to sit on so we don't get wet. And then
Good thinking.
Brought a couple jackets. I mean, it is cold for the end of May.
Yeah, for late May. I mean, June is end of next week.
Yeah.
And we're back to hoodies and jeans.
I'm in a sweater.
Yeah.
I think
it's high of like 55 or something today with some rain.
This weather.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Close that.
Rub it in with the whole hot Florida.
Yep. Oh. And there's Carmen. Carmen's checking in from YouTube. So
Aniston is showing off. She had her graduation yesterday, so you got to sing for us, and you got a cute little graduation sloth, didn't you?
That's fun.
She was so excited to be done with school, and then at like 5 o'clock last night, she's probably tired, but I think it kind of hit her. She was like, "I miss Miss Bailey."
Oh. Yeah.
So, but it will be fun, huh?
My kids can't wait to be done.
Oh, I know. But Adley, she's like, I don't want to be done. I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't want to miss seeing my friends every day and missing my teacher.
Sure.
I'm like, you're gonna have lots of fun. There's gonna be summer camp and all this stuff planned. So
yeah, Aiden's off tomorrow, and then he's got one day of exams next Wednesday. And that's it. Yeah, and then Maddie goes through next Thursday, and then they're done. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Like I said, today's question, Nikki had a good one. Do you plan your crafts in advance, or are you, do you craft as the inspiration hits?
Yeah.
Are you more spontaneous with your crafting? I would venture a guess. There's probably a little of both.
I think so.
Because I know a lot of you guys, have your set things you make. Like Carmen has her angels and that kind of stuff. So I'm sure you're planning that out in advance. But there may be times where scrolling through Pinterest, scrolling through Facebook, you see one of Nikki's projects or something, and you're like, I got to do that like right now.
Yeah.
So let us know, and let us know as always if there's anything you want to see. Again, kind of a short episode today, so we can get Nikki and Chris and Aniston on their way. If you're just joining us, say hi. Let us know how you found us. If you've never been here before, my name is Brian.
And I'm Nichole.
And we're from Factory Direct Craft Supply, a.k.a. FactoryDirectCraft.com. Almost 41,000, maybe it's probably over 41,000 now.
I would say with all this stuff.
41,000 active UPC codes.
Ready to ship towards
item numbers. Yeah, stock right here in Southwest Ohio, ready to ship out. And let us know what are you working on right now. Do you have any, are you moving on to all your summer crafts and all that stuff? Do you have, I know some of you guys have shows and stuff like that you're getting ready to show stuff at. Hi, Gail. How you doing? Gail's in South Dakota. How's the weather in South Dakota, Gail?
Good morning.
We were hearing the folks from Florida talking about how nice it is, but Michelle said, I find something and then I get inspired to make it into something, or I want to save some old vintage item and repurpose it. Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea, yeah.
It's a very good idea. I like that. So Nikki, what you got anything, speaking of what people are working on, got anything coming up?
Yeah, so I've got a couple. So I was kind of inspired. I found these bells that we had. They are kind of the primitive, rustic kind of feel to it. And with, 4th of July and Memorial Day, which is crazy that it's this weekend, but coming up, I was like, I found these, and I know Liberty Bells are starting to come very popular around this time and not just Christmas now. So I know a lot of people paint or decoupage on them. But I was kind of thinking, with the rustic, I don't want to hide too much of it. So I grabbed some of our ribbon, which I can't find. Hold on, Aniston. So I found this nice little ribbon. It has these nice American flag stars on them. And I just, sorry guys, I'm trying to do this with a child sitting on my lap. I cut it out. Did you steal it? I think she stole one of my stars. This one isn't fully cut out, but you could put it on, glue it on to the star, add some wax to it, some antique wax to darken the ribbon up a little bit, and put a couple around the bell. And I think that is a really just easy,
real quick,
simple craft. We have
also, does that bell come with a little pip berries?
It does.
On it? Okay, that's what I
thought.
thought.
So it's already made. I mean, obviously, I didn't fluff it out. I should have. But yeah, you just fluff it out. We have this ribbon here, which you can cut off a nice little section. I pulled some of the fabric, so it's kind of frayed ends. And you can just put it on the bell, just like that. Easy.
Quick and easy.
Yeah, I think it's just great little craft to do and set around your house for the 4th of July time.
Awesome. Good morning, Debbie. How you doing? Debbie's joining us as well. Well, so like I said, since this is an abbreviated episode, for today, we didn't necessarily have a theme as in, primitive paper mache. No. But we've been talking a lot in the last couple weeks about our What's New section because we have so many new things coming in. So we thought we'd just grab kind of a mixture of some new stuff that's coming in we thought you guys would like.
Yeah.
We've recently started getting in a ton of different flocked. Originally, we just had flocked bears.
Yeah. And
some penguins.
I mean, we sold them. We had a lot of them, and we sold them. But recently, they have become very in. Right now. So
now we have.
Here, let's take it out.
Take them open.
I've got my handy dandy scissors here. But yeah, they have become very just popular lately, and they're so cute. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little lamb, and it's flocked. I mean, it's great for kids. See the lighting on it is very hard to see.
Yeah.
But we've got them in bears. We've got them in.
We have them in cows.
Cute little cows, which I'm obsessed with cows.
Have these little puppy dogs.
Yeah, we've got a couple in puppy dogs. Let me cut these open.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's hard to see.
Repacking them's always a pain, but.
I know.
That's all right.
But you
That's
can't.
right. If they gotta get rebagged,
Yeah, you can't. You have to show off the details.
Yeah.
Look how cute this little puppy is.
We have the pigs. And we have penguins.
So many. Lot. Now these are super cute.
Yeah, the little pigs.
Super cute. Hopefully you can see that. No, the lighting. I don't know, but they're so small. They're flocked. They're just so tiny and got the cutest little details on them. So if you can't see them, we do have nice pictures listed on our website, so that way you can see.
We do. Hi, Kat. Kat's just taking a sec to say good morning. Heading out to pick up granddaughters. We'll catch replay. Have a fantastic day. You too, Kat?
Yeah, you too. Thanks for just dropping in and saying hi.
Yeah. Hi, Nancy. We've missed you too. Good to see you here. Carmen said, good nativity edition. Absolutely, yeah. The little animals and all that for sure. Hey, Meg, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Hi, Aline. Always good to see you.
It's a piglet.
It is a little
it's
piglet.
So cute.
We've always had a good selection of bells, but now getting some in rose gold, which I know is kind of hard to see.
It's really pretty.
We got rose gold. We do have some now some more of a matte gold. What are these? Oh, a little rusty tin slate. Yes. I'm going to cut these ones open. That is real rust in there, so you'll never see through that package right now.
No, we'll cut it open.
And again, as a reminder, because we get this question a lot, if you see items that say rusty versus rustic, rusty would be that. It's actually rusted.
Where it comes off on your
primitive item says rustic, generally that means it's painted with a brown paint, like a simulated type rust. So rusty versus rustic. Rusty, real. Rustic, not real, but made to look real.
Yeah.
So we showed some of this stuff last week. I think we showed this one last week.
I think we showed that one
red, white, blue deco mesh.
I don't think it got put back from the stock. But yeah,
we still have some Memorial Day stuff up here. Some different stuff we didn't show last week. This is new. This windmill. I'm going to get this down without taking down the stand.
This is a craft that I did last year. Super easy to do. We have these nice galvanized, I'll show you on the back side, nice galvanized windmills. And I got the idea to go ahead and paint it and try to make a door hanger out of it. So I just painted into a nice American flag. These are assorted stars with the unfinished wood. I did leave them unfinished. You can certainly paint them. You can decoupage them. Do anything that your heart desires. I mean, that's the great thing about crafts. If you don't like exactly what is done, you can easily make it your own. But yeah, and then we've got this nice little cutout that we have at the USA. So yeah, this was just a simple project that I thought I would show off. And then at the end of this live, I will try my best to post a link. If not, I'll post it this weekend of how it was made and the materials on it.
Meg said, "Good morning, love the puppy." Yeah, all the little flocked animals are adorable.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tia. Carmen said the windmill is just perfect.
You are a natural beauty. Well, thank you.
I assume she's talking about me. So.
Well, it could be you too. You should say thank you too. Who knows?
I doubt it.
Well, thank you. That just made our day.
And I think some of that stuff. We didn't
show this garland.
The garland hanging last
week, which is a really nice garland.
Yeah, kind of a bunting type garland.
Yeah, but if you're hopping on, we did have one question to ask.
Do you plan out your crafts in advance, or are you kind of spontaneous and you kind of just craft as inspiration hits? So, as we were talking before, I would guess for a lot of you guys, it's a mixture. I mean, I know everyone has has stuff that they plan out, and I know that because a lot of you guys order from us. We were talking about, Carmen has her angel she plans out. I know, Meg, you've ordered stuff in advance for some crafts that you were planning out and all that kind of stuff.
Which, did you finish all those ribbon hearts that you were?
Yes,
because I know you were working on a lot.
Yeah. And then I'm sure there's a lot of, you see, like I said, you're going through Pinterest, maybe you're going through our social media and you see a project that, that Nikki posted, like the ribbon hearts and all that stuff. And, the inspiration hits and you just got to do it. You don't want to wait. So let us know. What else? Do we have anything?
Getting ready for Christmas in July. Yes, that I know that is big.
Is that still a big Christmas? I know we always run on Christmas in July sale usually. I didn't know if that was still a big thing.
It is still a big thing. Because, most of the people, if you are selling in markets or, planning ahead, you do have to kind of start working on planning your Christmas, ahead of time. And, who doesn't love Christmas?
Yeah.
And it's just a fun way to kind of still celebrate it in July.
Absolutely. And Nikki wanted me to not forget this.
Oh, yes.
The sedum bush, item SB9004. We mentioned we have some more on the way. I think we have 48 or something like that, 60 somewhere around there.
Oh no, those sold out.
Those are already sold? I didn't even know those ones were even in yet.
We got them in. What day was that? It was that Tuesday. We got them in this week.
Okay.
We got them in and I posted about them and they were gone. In 2 hours.
Jeez.
No, 2 hours and 19 minutes.
You guys love that sedum bush. And
so
you love it so much that we actually sent one to one of our manufacturers to have them replicate it.
Yeah.
They are doing that. So if you go to that items page, again, it's SB, S as in Sam, B as in Bravo, 9004. There is a link that you can click on to get on the wait list.
Yeah, you can just add into your, your email address. You will only receive the email of the notification that this item is in stock.
Yeah, you're not going to get bombarded with sale emails. And we generally try, as far as our mailing list, not to send out a whole ton of emails. Usually maybe one a week or so.
Yeah.
Because we know how sometimes you sign up for an email list for a company and then
you just
you're getting emails 2-3 times a day, every single day, filling your spam folder. So How many? Anna wants to know how many days until Christmas.
Do you guys know how many days are until Christmas?
There's a Christmas countdown calendar on Google, I believe.
I think she's becoming very comfortable on this.
217 days, Aniston.
Oh my goodness.
217, so 216 sleeps.
She was just talking because we've got her cousins. They have been staying with us all week because their parents had a family emergency, so they are off in Vermont. But so we have had a fun week so far, having the cousins over. The kids have loved it, and truly, honestly, I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's good to get to know them and just be with them and
they're
have
good
fun.
Boys.
They are.
They're very good boys.
Yeah. So.
Oh, let's catch up here. Let's see. Nancy said, I try and plan out when I know I'm going to have time for a larger project. Yeah, you generally don't want to be spontaneous with something that's, a large undertaking. So Meg said, sometimes I plan it. As I start planning it, I let the creativity take over in another direction.
That's
Absolutely.
True. That's true. Because there's a lot of times when I'm starting a craft and I'm like, I don't know if the way that I had planned is going to work out. And I start doing it. And, oh, thank you. She found my star.
Oh, that was the one you had cut out.
Yeah, I had it all nice and cut out. But yeah, and then it always goes a different direction because my way at the beginning didn't work, and it actually ends up much better at the end.
Absolutely. Gail said, make sure I do a lot for weddings. Yeah, I would assume for weddings there's definitely some planning involved.
Oh yeah. And are you like a wedding planner, like a decorator?
Yeah, let us know, Gail. Hi, Adrena.
That is one thing that when I was little, I always wanted to do. You
want to be a wedding planner?
A wedding planner. And then, starting when I actually had children and trying to plan stuff, I said, I'm crazy because I don't have the energy space for that. And patience.
Patience would be the tough one for me, especially because, you get a bridezilla or the mother of the bride.
Yeah. And then just all the planning and being on time. I mean, I'm sure if Chris is on here, he would probably say that I'm not a person that's on time. No.
Habitually late?
A little bit. It's gotten worse since I've had children.
That's okay. My sister-in-law is traditionally so late for stuff that whenever there's a get-together, her parents tell her 30 minutes before they tell everyone else. Yeah. And
I think every family has somebody like that.
Adrienne said, I've thought about wedding decorating.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
I would be too nervous because that's like the biggest day of someone's life, at least at that moment in time. Mm-hmm. And it's like everything has to be perfect. So it's like I would be so nervous, but someone's got to do the job. So props to the wedding planners out there. Yeah. Let's see. Carmen said somehow I was always elected to do the centerpieces and chair decor for family weddings.
Oh well, that's great though.
Probably because everyone recognized your talent.
Yeah.
So
that's a big compliment. Yeah. That's wonderful. Yeah.
What are you doing?
She is full of energy.
Yeah, she is. She is energetic this morning.
Yeah.
So, well, again, let us know if there's something you guys want to see next week. Next week we'll have more time, so we'll be able to do a regular
we'll start showing
episode.
Some summer stuff, which I want to show off my little lemon tray again, which I think honestly that is one of my favorite crafts.
That was a great project.
Yeah. Great. You didn't even know I did it. You thought I bought
it. I thought it was I literally thought it was something that you pulled from the warehouse because it looked so awesome. It was like,
Yeah, so I'll show that one off.
So I remember that. I was like, oh, no, I made it. I was like,
yeah. Too much pressure. LOL. I'll stick to my decorating.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, weddings.
Which we had Adley's birthday. Her birthday. She turns 9 tomorrow. We had her birthday last weekend, and it started out to be like a small party because there's a lot of... May is just a busy week. I mean, busy month.
Yes.
And where her birthday falls, a lot of people are always just so busy, and it's hard to get a birthday party together. So it ended up being small. So we had to cancel the party room. Went to Nova, ended up having 10 people. I'm like, we could have kept the party room.
The party room at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, it worked out. We took them to Nova, which is just an inside entertainment jump house park.
Yeah.
And then we came back to our house, had pizza, cupcakes, and let them play outside.
Yeah.
And then she had a slumber party. We set off fireworks that I found at Kroger's. Were actually pretty decent. But yeah, it was fun. Last week was fun.
This week's been crazy.
Yeah.
Me. If you have a teenager that's on modified bed rest and they're getting antsy, it is brutal.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, because he got hit in the eye.
My son got an eye injury last week in his soccer tournament, and he's doing better. He's going to be okay. You know, he still probably has a week or so left, hopefully, before he's cleared. But he's got the eye patch and regimen of eye drops, and he's basically on modified bed rest. So, he can't even, you can't bend over. You can't, he's basically, they even told him, do you go upstairs at all or downstairs for classes at school? And he said, yeah. The doctor's like, I want you to tiptoe. That's how slow I want you going up and down the stairs.
Oh, really?
Because they can't have any pressure changes in his eye. Because he's got blood built up in his eyes, so from his iris. So
that is very hard to keep a child.
I know. And he can't drive. So he can't even touch a soccer ball. We had soccer balls in every room of the house because he'd sit there and just dribble while he's watching TV. Yeah. I had to take the temptation away and all that. So it was scary at first, but he's doing all right. He goes back for a checkup tomorrow, and then after that he'll have hopefully one more next week. But he's still dealing with blurriness and vision in that eye. He's just no pain, but he's getting frustrated. He's getting bored, and he's getting antsy, and he hates that he's got to get driven to and picked up from school. And they also were they had to see him every day for the first 5 days at downtown Cincinnati at UC. So
yeah, I remember you saying that.
It's been some long mornings. So
this has been a week.
Thanks, Adrena. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's getting better. Hopefully, he's hoping to be cleared to play soccer by the end of next week. We'll see what happens. He's trying to rush back, and I'm trying to, make sure he knows that long-term vision damage is not worth 2 soccer games.
No, not at all.
There's a lot left, but
he's too young.
A bored teenager that is basically told no to everything he wants to do.
Are you showing off?
Short of watching movies, it's been rough. So. Thanks, Meg. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's just unbearable right now. But
poor kid.
It is what it is, which is a weird freak thing, but he's doing all right. So I appreciate that, guys.
She's showing off all the candles.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, so Carmen said she liked doing all the wedding centerpiece and all, but FDC wasn't around at the time. We may have been. It depends on how long ago that was, because we're on our 40th year, but we obviously haven't been online for that whole 40 years. So that's very possible that we were just a local craft store at the time. Adriana saying happy birthday to her. It sounded like fun. Meg said, while going to college, I used to do wedding florals for the church. I got up at 3 a.m. to go to the flower mart with a wedding planner to get the best flowers. Wow. That's awesome.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. We showed this
Aline said that sounds like a fabulous birthday.
Prayers.
Adriana said, the boredom, my girls would go nuts. Yeah. It's the funny thing was my wife asked because we had to go down to the emergency room, and they had to call the ophthalmologist on call to come in to check him out. And when he was going over everything, his limitations and all that, my wife's like, now what about screen time? Looking at his phone, and the ophthalmologist's like, that's fine. There's no restrictions there. My son's like, yes. And he goes, and the doctor's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
And then he looked at Aiden, and he's like, well, on that topic, he goes, homework's not going to make it any worse either. So, he's basically just been laying around playing video games and watching movies. So, Carmen said it was back in the 70s. Okay. Yeah, before our time, for sure. So we're going to jump off here in a sec so Nikki and Anderson and Chris can get off to the cookout for Adley for school. Again, even if you're watching on replay, let us know if you're an inspired crafter or if you plan stuff out. And let us know what you want to see for next week. I mean, I think we're talking about looking at some summer stuff.
Yeah.
Anderson is helping Adam out by... I'll save Adam some time from having to come in and take all this apart.
Good job, Aniston. Never know what they're going to do. Oh, thank you.
Everyone, be safe. Have a happy crafting. Have a great long Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Take care.
Bye.